I just want to dive right in. So Victoria Christopher Murray is the author of the latest book, which is First Ladies, about Eleanor Roosevelt and Mary McLeod Bethune, the friendship. And then Essie Chambers is the author of Swift River.
First Ladies is the story of Eleanor Roosevelt, and it's very clear why she's a First Lady, she was, and the friendship with Mary McLeod Bethune. Is everybody in here familiar with Mary McLeod Bethune, the civil rights activist? So during a time of Jim Crow and segregation, these two women became best friends. And then through their friendship, they ended up changing some things in the world. You know, FDR gets a lot of credit for stuff that these two women did themselves. And so what surprised me was that they had this friendship. They had this friendship, and how they met is how the book begins, so I won't go into it. So they met in a very strange way, but they were very impressed with how they both handled a very difficult situation. And that's what surprised me most, that not only were these two women able to be friends during this horrible time in our country, but how much they wanted to be friends and all the things that Eleanor would do to make sure their friendship stayed intact. I always called her the first ally.
Essie, what do you hope readers take away? I know one of the themes is just family resiliency. What do you hope readers take away with Swift River?
So I'm gonna give like the sort of, I call it like the elevator if it got stuck pitch, just so you get a general sense of the story. It's about a girl who is struggling with what it means to be the only black person in this town called Swift River. It's set in the 80s, which shocks me to think that qualifies
as
history,
y'all. Like, that's historical fiction.
What? 1987. So I'll tell you though, the real history though comes. So this girl is struggling with what it means to be black. She is living a very difficult life with a troubled mom. She is trying to get out of there and escape her situation. Her father has been gone for 7 years, and there's sort of a looming mystery around what actually happened to him. And she gets a letter from an auntie that she never knew on her dad's side, and discovers that her family has secrets and this town has a hidden history, and she has this really rich ancestral legacy and inheritance.